Capital City Mambo Sauce.
The Capital City Mambo Sauce? Get that.
Yeah, I like it.
If you've never tried the Mambo Sauce, get you some Mambo Sauce.
It's brought tears to my eyes. It's so good.
My goal is to be successful, not even necessarily today. I know that sounds crazy. I want my kids' to see this. I want, in my kids' homes, I want there to be a picture of me going, and I want them to point to it and say, if it wasn't for her, you know, that's what I want, you know. So all the shiny stuff you see online, that's not as important to me as what my kids and my family thinks of me. My name is Arsha Jones, and I am the CEO and co-founder of Capital City, and we make Capital City Mambo Sauce. Growing up in Washington, D.C., I guess it was an experience like no other. Growing up in a place where the Black community was the dominant community gave you a different perspective of what it was growing up to be Black. We didn't have Black grocery stores and Black owned businesses. We didn't consider them that. They were just local businesses to us. So growing up where your teachers were Black, your principals were Black, the police officers were Black, my dentists and doctors were Black. You grow up in a way where you kind of don't realize that that's not a experience that most people, Black people, get to have in the United States. And I want to say that frames your perspective on your importance to the world, you know, and you realize that you grow up knowing that you can have a voice, knowing that you could speak up, and knowing that you could literally be anything you want to be. I had the freedom to explore many different paths. Much like my peers at that time, it was ballet, it was tap, it was music, it was arts, played instruments. I think that opened me up to a world where I saw limitless possibilities. And of course that included like local DC culture. So I, you know, at a young age, I had free reign to walk around the neighborhood, go to the corner stores. Eating out was a luxury. You kind of only did it when it was a special occasion or something like that. It wasn't as commonplace as it is now. And so saving up money to buy wings and Mambo Sauce from the local carryout was a treat for me. And it was something that I enjoyed doing. And it gave me a foundation and a love and a connection to this product. I was 9 months, almost 8 months pregnant at the time. And it was a craving that I would have. And I only had two options because it's a carryout. Is to drive 30 to 40 minutes into the city, or my husband will have to go buy these wings and Mambo Sauce and drive them 30 to 40 minutes back down to our house. And of course that's like fried chicken. It's one of those things you gotta eat it hot, you know? And so because of that, it was always a challenge getting this product when I wanted it. And so I decided to learn how to make it myself at home. It wasn't a business, it was just more of a family thing. Every 2 weeks or so, I would make one singular pot of Mambo Sauce that I could share with the kids, eat it with fried chicken or chicken nuggets or whatever we had. And that was it until one day, a light bulb went off and I said, wow, what if there are other people out there like me who can no longer get access to this product anymore? And I decided to just see what happens, and here we are. I remember telling myself, if I could only get this product in every grocery store within the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, I would be set. I would be set. The bar was low. Because you got to keep in mind, the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area is 6 million people here. If I only convert a fraction of those people to my customers, I'd like earn a lot of money and then be able to also do something for my community, which is give back and create this product that has this national footprint that is from DC.
I think Capital City, especially here in the DMV area, we're a very well-known brand. We're a staple. I remember when I started here, we would do full pallet donations to the women's shelter or some of the food banks. It's just stuff like that Arsha and Charles, they really were focused on the community. And one thing that we all talk about here, which is our absolute goal, is just bringing a taste of home to DC natives that are no longer here.
Working at Capital City has been fun. In the minority atmosphere, just meeting new people, meeting different people of all races. I kind of learned a little Spanish over the couple of years. Like, I'm not fluent in it, but a little bit.
It's good to tell people where I work. Everywhere I go, I let people know, hey, I work for Capital City. You see us in every grocery store. They all know the story. I remember seeing Arsha on the news before I even started working here. It's just a big part of the DMV.
I did not know. I knew that Capital City was Black owned, but I did not know that it was by a Black woman. She's the co-founder. Her and her late husband, they started it. But it is actually amazing to work with someone that has the creative mind that she does, that allows you to be the creative that you are.
I think it's important that people understand and know that this is a Black-owned business. I absolutely do not try to hide it. I want them to see themselves in me. I want them to see what I've done and know that they can do this themselves, and that there's another path that they can follow aside from what they're seeing on social media.
It wasn't really a pitch, kind of was a pitch, but Arsha already gives back. And for me, before I came to Capital City, I worked at nonprofits, and that has been my baby. That's my jam. So giving back is something that I have always wanted to do. So when I spoke to Arsha about it, as well as our operations manager, Pablo, introducing Capital City Cares, Arsha was completely on board with it and excited for it. So she allowed me to give back to the Boys and Girls Club in a way where they can experience some flavor.
It gives me a true sense of pride. Being born and raised in Washington, D.C., and much like other people and where they're born, there's always this love and connection for the hometown that you come from. But me being able to now give this gift back, and see how much pride comes with how people use the product and how much they share it with their friends who don't live here, how it's being embraced by people who are now moving into the city and are new to what Washington, D.C. culture is. This is who we are. This is what we bring to the table. And our culture is just as important and popular and unique as Southern culture, ATL, or Texas culture or New York culture. And we deserve to be respected.
Capital City is community. Capital City is definitely DC, Maryland, and Virginia. DC first, for sure, because that's our roots. You see my shirt? These are it. But we definitely are community. We care about giving back. We're hard workers. Capital City, from the head to the tail, is love, family, community, and giving back.
First, start where you are with what you have. I think sometimes people get overwhelmed, especially with social media. It's hard to not look to your left and your right and see what other people are doing and compare yourself to them. But the truth is, and I try to tell this to everyone, you can't compare your day 1 to like somebody else's day 613. Give yourself time and grace to figure it out, knowing that if you go in every situation to learn and improve, that you'll get there, Everybody wants to come out and have this big splash and have this great product and great website and great labels. Sometimes it's just to get it done, because typically that's the biggest hurdle for many entrepreneurs or people who are interested in entrepreneurship. It's the execution of it. It's just the getting started. Many people talk themselves out of starting something because they are already envisioning all the hurdles they'll have to get over. And you just have to start. Start where you are with what you have and just go.